everyone, welcome back to my channel Aadi's recipes and hacks. So today we are making this amazing cinnamon and cardamom spice chocolate glaze cake. So this glaze will be made without gelatin, without any setting material, and this is just a 2-ingredient glaze. This cake will come together in a snap, so let's get started. So in a bowl with the sieve, add around 250 grams of chocolate cake mix. So I'm making this cake sponge with the chocolate cake mix today. But if you don't want to use chocolate cake mix, or if it's not available near your stores, so I provide the link of my chocolate sponge cake video in the description box and in the comment section as well. So don't forget to check it out. And now we'll sieve this chocolate cake mix together and make sure that there are no lumps. That was all for our dry ingredients. Now let's add our wet ingredients. So add around 30 grams of vegetable oil. I'm using vegetable oil here. You can use any flavorless or odorless oil. Then add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence or extract and some water to make a ribbon consistent smooth batter. So yes, this recipe depends upon the consistency of the batter. So every cake mix has a recipe, but I didn't have that recipe at that time. I just remembered the ratio of oil. So I'm adding the water just on my own. There is no measuring here. So I remember the consistency and it was like a smooth ribbon like cake batter. So I'll add water according to that. But please do not add more water at once because it will loosen your batter very much, and then you can't add more cake mix or the oil ratio will also get disturbed. Then add around half teaspoon of cinnamon powder and half a teaspoon of cardamom powder. Unfortunately, I didn't have ready-made fine cardamom powder. I made cardamom powder at home by grinding the cardamom in my mixer grinder. But if you have the fine ones, they will work good too. So now our cake batter is ready. Now what we'll do is we'll pour this batter in an 8-inch glass dish. Make sure the glass dish is microwave safe. And yes, we are making this cake in a microwave. No oven is needed. So my microwave is very old and it takes around 5 minutes to bake this cake in a glass dish. But if you have a microwave which is new and works very well, the time depends upon the efficiency of the microwave. So now pour the batter into the dish, and in my microwave it will bake for around 5 to 5.5 minutes. So it depends upon the efficiency of the microwave. As I told earlier, just insert the toothpick and check if it's cooked or not. The best way is to check the cake by inserting a toothpick or a skewer inside, and if the toothpick comes out clean, that means your cake is cooked. Just stop there and do not overbake, or your cake will become hard and it will not taste good. So now pour the batter into the glass dish, and now I'll be microwaving this microwave cake in my microwave for 5 minutes. So now my cake was cooled. I took it out of the glass dish, and now I have made 2 layers out of the single cake, and I have removed the top part as my cake was quite domed. So here I have 1.5 cups of whipped cream, which is made from 3/4 cup of whipping cream. So the whipping cream which I am using here is already sweetened. You have to use sweetened whipping cream for this recipe. If you don't have sweetened whipping cream available near your stores, you can just use normal heavy cream and add around 3 to 4 tablespoons of sugar to it, depending upon the sweetness you need. Make sure that you don't deflate the whipping cream when you beat it by adding sugar. So add just by little amount. So now add half of the whipping cream on one layer, and now we'll spread it using a palette knife. So if you don't have a palette knife, you can even use a butter knife for the same process, or any spatula or any rubber spatula will work very well. So now flatten the cream with an offset spatula and just move ahead. Don't you think that decorating cakes is one of the most satisfying work to do? If yes, then do give this video and the recipe a quick little thumbs up. And yes, this cake was already really moist, so I need not had to add sugar syrup to it. But if you use my chocolate sponge cake video, which I'll provide in the link description box below, so you need some sugar syrup in that. So combine 2 tablespoons of sugar with around a 1/4 cup of water. So now add the leftover cream on the top and flatten the cake from the top and the sides too. So now you'll be watching a time lapse, so please carefully watch it and follow the steps which I am showing in the video. Don't forget to comment your experiences with this cake in the description box below after you make it. I would really love to see your reactions. The best comment will get pinned in my video. So now here I have a cake scraper. So now I'll smoothen the sides of the cake and the top with it. So if you don't have the cake, just leave it like this and you can try to use a butter knife and smoothen the sides of the cake. So now this step is the most crucial step of the cake recipe. So here I have an acetate sheet, which is basically a thick plastic sheet and which is known as acetate sheet in baking language. So cut a piece of this acetate sheet and now try to dome this cake from the sides. Make sure not to damage the cake, just smoothly try to dome the sides of the cake. So make sure you whip the cream to stiff peaks. If you will not whip the cream to stiff peaks, you will not get very smooth edges or very smooth cake on like I have got. So now set this cake in the refrigerator for 30 to 45 minutes. So now we'll make the quick chocolate glaze or the chocolate ganache. So for that, add 3/4 cup melted dark chocolate to half cup of heavy whipping cream. So there are many dark compound chocolate brands available in India. The most common one is Mode brand, which I am using here. This brand also works very well, but if you have any other brand, you can use it too. So but if you want to be fancy, then you can use Amul dark chocolate, which we get in small rectangular packages. So now mix this very well with your spatula. Don't try to spill it over all of the place like I did. Now set this ganache in the refrigerator till it thickens like this. After it thickens, pour it over the chilled cake, which is placed over a wire rack and a plate which is bigger than the diameter of the cake. This step is very important to chill the cake and the ganache. If the ganache is hot, the cream on your cake will melt and it will be a huge mess. So don't try to do that and just follow the steps by chilling the cake and the ganache as well. Now this is the most satisfying part of this video. Pour this ganache over the chilled cake and just slowly watching it dripping down. So don't try to waste anything. So what I'm doing here is I'm collecting this ganache in the plate and I'll be reusing it in any other cakes which I'll make in the future. Now chill this cake in the refrigerator for 2 hours and garnish with 2 small cinnamon sticks and 3 cardamom pods as I'm showing in the video. So the chilling of the ganache depends upon the thickness and the temperature of the fridge. So the temperature of my refrigerator, fridge section, not the freezer, was 1 degree Celsius, and that's why my cake was completely chilled in 2 hours. So if the temperature of your fridge section is very low, then the ganache will set very quickly, and if the temperature is a little bit high, around 4 to 5 degrees Celsius, it will take a little bit more time for setting, around 3 to 4 hours. So our cinnamon and cardamom chocolate glaze cake is ready to be served. Serve it to your friends and family. Let me know in the comments how it turned out for you, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel for more recipes. Do give this recipe a thumbs up. Bye bye, stay home, stay safe.